Hi, I'm Harish Godeti and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share you my story on why I left a high-paying job in the United States and moved on to become an entrepreneur or a business owner. There are many stories, and this one is the first one. There'll be more coming in the coming. More I'll share in the coming videos. But let me start by sharing you what really triggered this. All right, back in 2017, this is probably I was in the U.S. from 2014 to 2019, and in 2017 I started. Accidentally, I ran into a book which is called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Right, I'm sure everyone, most of you know about this book. If not, I strongly recommend reading the book or listening to the audio program. So I ran into that thing, Robert Kiyosaki's book, and he explained the different the four types of people, right? The employee, the self-employed, then the business owner, and then the investor, the four quadrants. And then obviously I'm in the employee quadrant. I'm sure most of you are also in the employee quadrant. And he explains how they start with, how they get into loans, how the rat race starts. It's amazing. And then it was an exact reflection of what my life was at that point in time, right? And then it really occurred to me that, okay, whatever he's saying is really true. My entire employment, or my entire income, though I have, some passive income coming from rents and stuff, not like that actually can solve or can overtake what I was earning in the US, right? I'm in the employee quadrant, and really explains what it is all about, and how it gives a false sense of security, but we are really not secure, and things like that. And that really triggered a thought in me. So I should say that's probably the first seed that got planted in my head to actually turn into probably a business owner. So that's how it started. And then in 2018, a year, I'll share what I did in 2017 and what failed in in another video. But in that 1 year, I read a lot of books. I became a fan of Robert Kiyosaki, and read a lot of his books, audio programs, like Good Rich Dad Poor Dad, then Rich Dad's Guide to Investing, Rich Dad's Guide to the 7 things that you must do before you quit your job. So there are so many things that he did, amazing audio programs which I learned during that time. So between 2017 and 18, and 18 was really the hallmark. In 18, I'm like, every resolution, New Year's resolution, I picked a book, and that book happened to be Unleash the Power Within by Tony Robbins, and that changed my life. Oh my God! So that book really transformed the way I thought about things, my belief systems, and and everything. So that started really. I got momentum from 2018. I step on this personal growth or personal development journey. I did Tony Robbins GPW seminar. I read a ton of books. I still read a book a week. So that started the whole entrepreneur mindset, changing my mindset from an employee to an entrepreneur. Basically, I learned all the skills like marketing skills, sales, marketing, sales, accounting, taxes. I learned a ton of stuff in just the span of 1 year. And in 2019, I quit my job, came back to India, and became an entrepreneur. So that's the starting point, or that's where I got started and my entrepreneur journey started. The reason I'm sharing this story is for you to think through. In order to build wealth, as I said, 95%, I guess, is the number. 95% of wealthy Americans or millionaires in America got their wealth from starting and building their own businesses from scratch. So if wealth building is your priority in your life, which I say you must have it as a topmost priority. Like Grant Cardone says, success is his obligation and duty, right? So that should be your obligation, success. So if that is the case, the challenge is when you have a wealth building as your main priority, then it's like it's a destination, and there are multiple vehicles, modes of transport or vehicles that you can take to reach that destination, right? To become wealthy or financially free. And every vehicle has its own capacity, has its own time and things like that, right? Even if you are starting to become an entrepreneur, every business is a different kind of vehicle that can spearhead or accelerate you towards your destination. So the vehicle that you choose will determine the speed, on at which you will reach your destination, whatever that might be, whether it is financial freedom, whether it is $500,000 a year, whatever your goal is. The vehicle you choose will ultimately decide to get to. Let me give you an example. Let's say someone. Let's say there are two people who wants to earn $1 million, right? Let's not say million. Let's just say $500,000. Okay. So there are two people, and one teacher, one person's profession is teacher, and second person is a software architect. So who do you think will reach that $500,000 a year income goal faster? Obviously, it's the software architect, right? Whether if he gets placed in Google or Facebook or some big MNCs like that, right? So again, as I said, there's nothing wrong with any profession or anything. It's a vehicle, and you always need to see where are you going and what kind of vehicle you're choosing to get there. Let's just say if I want to if I want to visit US again, if I start in my car or a ship or whatever it is, it's going to take forever. That's the reason you choose airline, right? So the vehicle that you choose to reach your goals is extremely important. And business is a very good vehicle to reach your financial goals. And once you get into business, then doors will open up and you can fine tune that vehicle, right? So you can increase the bhp and your horsepower and stuff to accelerate. But you have to pick a vehicle that will help you reach your financial goals, as well as the impact. More than the finance, it's the impact. So at an office, or I was doing really good, and I had a strong influence, I would say scope of influence in my organization. But if I want to make an impact, it's not that 50 people. I want to make an impact of 500, 5,000, 5 million, right? Then you have to come out of your workplace. So that's the thing. So that's the story. That's the first part of my story on what triggered my entrepreneur journey. Hope it resonates with you if you are on an entrepreneur journey. Subscribe to this channel so you learn more about me, and also you learn more about the technology business and personal growth. I'll share everything I did so far that can, if you are in a stage where you are still in dilemma to become an entrepreneur or own a small business and struggling, you will learn a lot from this channel. So subscribe to this channel and let's get started. Thank you.